Hey, what's wrong with you, man? You ain't subscribed yet? IUIC Atlanta Burning 2.0. What you waiting on? Get it done. Do it now.
Hey, get them clicks, get them likes, and subscribe. Do it now.
Did you know? You familiar with this history right here?
Not for real, not too much.
Okay, so our ancestors got here to America how?
Sure, boat, ain't it?
Yeah, by boat. What kind of boat? Was it cruise ship?
Wooden boat, ain't it?
A wooden boat? Okay, what, my man, how did our people get here? What's another name for the boat that we came on? Slave ships. That's how we got here. Did you know that was in the Bible, though? Because somebody will say and lie to you and say, hey, the white man wrote this Bible. The white man wrote, you heard that before? You heard that before? There's a white man's book and all that? Watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 15. I'm going to show you something. 28:15. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Watch this.
But it shall come to pass.
Now, when it says it shall come, if something shall come, is that present, future, or in the past? That's future. So he's telling you what's about to happen. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
all these what?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
It said, if we did not keep the commandments and listen to do the commandments that the Lord gave us, all these curses was going to come upon us. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. Name one good curse. You can't. Ain't none. So we're going to read one of these curses. Read verse 68. Watch this. Read that.
Verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So now, if you know anything about the Bible, if you don't, it's cool. At this time right here, we had just came out of Egypt. Just came out of Egypt. Watch this. Judith chapter 5 verse 18. Judith 5:18. What were we doing in Egypt? Well, because we've also heard that we were Egyptians, right? Read that.
Judith chapter 5 and verse 11. Therefore the king of Egypt rose up.
The king of who?
The king of Egypt.
So now, we was in Egypt. What was we doing in Egypt? Read.
Rose up against them and dealt separately with them.
Go ahead.
And brought them low with laboring and brick.
And with laboring and brick, just like we do here in America. Working every day, sun up to sundown. This is what the Egyptians had us doing. Watch this.
And made them slaves.
And did what?
And made them slaves.
So when we was in Egypt, we were slaves in Egypt.
Right.
The same way we used in slavery here. Watch this. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Hold on, bro. Watch this.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So when he say that the Lord is going to bring you into Egypt again, what is he saying? We just read. What was we doing in Egypt? Hold that. Exodus 22. I got you. Exodus 22. We're going to make it a little more simpler for you. Exodus 22. Come on.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 2.
Watch this.
I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
It said the Lord said he brought us out of the land of Egypt. Go ahead.
Out of the house of bondage.
He said out of the house of bondage. So he's calling Egypt the house of bondage. What's another word for bondage? Just said it. You were just about to say it. Another word for bondage. Shackled. Okay. What's another word for it though? What do you see on the sign right here? Slavery. Slavery. So the Lord is calling Egypt slavery. Go back. Deuteronomy 28:68. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So when the Lord said he's going to bring you into Egypt again, what is he saying? I'm going to bring you into what? Slavery. He said I'm going to bring you into slavery again. How?
With ships.
How?
With ships.
He said with ships. So when our forefathers came here, they came on slave ships. But this was written thousands of years before that happened. Watch this, bro. Read.
By the way thereof I spake unto thee, and thou shalt see it no more again.
He said, you're not going to see your homeland no more again. Guess what? We are the descendants of the slaves that came here and served slavery under this white man. We are their children. Your forefathers were slaves. Here in America. Watch this.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
He said, when you get off those ships, you're going to be sold unto your who?
Your enemies.
Did the Lord call them our friends?
Your enemies.
The Lord said, you got an enemy on this earth, brother. What's your name? John, you got an enemy on this earth. The Lord said, guess what? You're going to have to serve that enemy. Go ahead.
Sold unto your enemies. For bond men.
He said, for slave men, you're going to be sold to this enemy. Go ahead.
And bond women.
And the women went into slavery too. Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
He said, there ain't no man going to get you up out of this captivity. Martin Luther King tried. Marcus Garvey tried. Who else? Malcolm X tried. All these men tried to get us up out of this captivity. The Lord said, ain't nobody going to get you. Now watch this. If you don't think that's real, jump up to verse 48. Watch this, brother. Read that.
Verse 48.
Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So the Lord said, because we break his commandments, bro. The Lord said what?
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
The Lord said we will have to serve our enemies. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent them?
The Lord shall send against thee.
My brother, what's going on, my man? What's your name, bro? Rome. So what we're reading is our history that was prophesied in the Bible. The Lord prophesied it, and it became our history. So look what the Lord said. Because we rebelled against them, he said the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans would do what? Read it again from the top.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
The Lord said we will have to serve our enemies. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
And guess what, Ron? The Lord sent these people against us. He sent the white man against us. That's why when you look at this right here, the first thing that comes to your mind is this is Jesus, Ron. You believe that? You believe this is Jesus right here?
Well,
not him, but who?
I mean, my mom always told me Jesus was and I was like, ooh.
Okay.
He's dog.
So that would make him what? A black man. No, listen, that's what we out here to do. We out here to show our people who Jesus is. You understand? Watch this. Hold that. Hebrews chapter 7 verse 14. We're here to show our people this because we fill up the churches. You grew up in church, did you, wrong?
Yeah.
You did. But you ain't never seen no black Jesus on the wall. You see this man everywhere. If you Google Jesus right now, you're going to get an image like this. Watch this. Read that.
Hebrews chapter 7 verse 14.
Come on.
For it is evident.
He said, for it is evident. Now, you a cop. When you got evidence, that means that you can what? You can prove it. If you got evidence, that means, bro, look, listen, I can prove that you did this, right? So he said, what?
For it is evident.
He said, we got the evidence. Go ahead.
That our Lord
Jesus Christ, go ahead,
sprang out of Judah.
He came out of the lineage of the tribe of Judah, right? So now, when we read about Judah, we reading about us. If Christ walked the earth right now, he would be looked at as an African American.
Right.
But the Lord didn't call us that. Isaiah 65:15. The Lord didn't call us that. The Lord called us Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh. That's what the Lord called us. But because we rebelled against them, watch this, read that.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 15.
Come on.
And you shall leave your name for a curse.
The Lord said, because we rebelled against him, we will leave our God-given names for a curse. Why? Watch this. Deuteronomy 28:37. All of these is prophecies, Rome, that was written and then it came to pass. It came true later. Right? Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37.
Come on.
And thou shalt become an astonishment.
What's an astonishment, Rome? Now, brother, you ride around this community right now. What is an astonishment? You're not sure? Okay. It's an astonishment to see grown men walking around with their butts hanging, with their jeans up under their butt. It's an astonishment to see our women walking around dressed the way that they dress, all provocative, showing everything, right? Kids running into they don't even take care of the kids nowadays. You understand? The Lord said we will become an astonishment. Us running around killing each other, that's an astonishment. Us thinking that Jesus Christ is a white man is an astonishment. Go ahead.
And thou.
Say that again. Well, what we showing you, Rome, before you leave, Rome, what we showing you is that all the Jews were black.
Right.
Black and brown people was the ones that wrote the Bible. You understand that? So watch this. The Lord said we will become an astonishment. Go ahead.
A proverb.
He said a proverb. A proverb is like a wise saying, Rome. Like they say, if you want to hide anything from a nigga, put it where? You never heard that before? They say if you want to hide anything from a nigga, you put it in a book. because they say we don't like to read. But we read it now, though, right? They say Negroes love to eat what? Look at that. Chicken. Fried chicken. They know when they open up a fried chicken spot, they're going to put it near the hood because they know we don't eat it. The Lord said we will become an astonishment, a proverb, go ahead, and a byword. And a byword is anything outside of your God-given name. So when we walk around talking about we African-American, we are a proverb and a byword. That's what the Lord is saying. That's a curse among our people today. So now we got to give y'all back your nationality. Go ahead. And among all the nations, where the Lord shall lead thee. He said among all the nations, whether the Lord shall lead us. Why? Because the Lord spread us out in captivity. In the transatlantic slave trade, where did we go? My young brother here. You familiar with this history right here? You never learned this in school? And you know why, brother? You know why, Brother Rome? Because they are taking the history out of school. Right. They taking our history out of school so that you cannot connect with the Bible. Guess what? I'm going to show you right now. Jump down to verse 64. These are curses that the Lord put on our people to identify who we are today. Watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. Come on. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. It said the Lord was going to scatter us among all people. So when you look at this map right here, right? You look at this map. This is where the slave ships went to, okay? So we came from Africa, right? The west and the southern coast, and they shipped us over here to North America. They shipped us to South America. They shipped us all throughout the Atlantic. You understand? So the Lord said what? And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. The Lord said he would scatter us among all people because we went into slavery everywhere. Go ahead. From one end of the earth, he said from one end of the earth over there in Africa, go ahead, even unto the other, even all the way over here to the Americas. Go ahead. And there thou shalt serve other gods. He said, and when you get here to this captivity, you're going to serve other gods. Guess what? If you're in the Muslim religion, that's another god. If you're in Christianity, that's another god. If you're in Buddhism, that's another god. If you're in Ifa, that's another god. If you worship Egyptology, all the different gods in Egypt, that's another god. The Lord said, what? And there thou shalt serve other gods. Go ahead. Which neither thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. What is wooden that we worship today, Rome? You said there's only one God? Who is that God? Now watch this, Joel 2:27. Because you're saying something right now. You said there's only one God, and you absolutely right. That God is the God of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people. That's right. You don't belong to all the other nations, Rome. That's what they teach you in the Christian church, but they lie to you and just take your money. Watch this. Read that. Joel chapter 2 and verse 27. Come on. And you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. Guess what? You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all are the Israelites according to the Bible. What God say? And you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. The Lord said he's in the midst of his people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead. And that I am the Lord your God. He said, I am the Lord your God. Go ahead. And none else. And what? And none else. And nobody else. That's why Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Amos 3 and 1. That's the reason why we get punished as a people. God is the God of our people. He don't love the white man. Right. He don't love the Arabs. Right. He don't love the Chinese. Right. He is not the God for everybody. He is only our God. Read that. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Come on. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you. He said, I spoke a word against you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead. Oh, children of Israel. He said what? Oh, children of Israel. We are the children of Israel. Go ahead. Against the whole family. He said, I'm not just worried about one of y'all. I'm going to deal with all of y'all as a whole. Go ahead. Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known. What the Lord say? You only have I known. The Lord said he only know you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He don't know everybody. He don't know all these other nations. He only know us. But guess what? Guess what, brothers and sisters? That come with a price. We can't disobey the Lord and think that we're going to get anything good from him. No. Go ahead. You only have I known of all do what? I will punish you for all your iniquities. So while we thinking we got it good, Jeremiah chapter 5, while we think we got it all good, while we think we good in the hood, we think just because we got a little bread, just because we whip a little car, just because we got the Lord said, I will punish you. That's what's going on. Guess what? One man can't rise above his people. We got to do it collectively. 5:25, read that.
Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 25.
Come on.
Your iniquities.
Your what?
Your iniquities have turned away these things.
So we wonder why we fill the ghettos. We wonder why we in the hood. Why don't nothing happen good for black people? It don't matter if Obama's in the office. It don't matter if the white man in the office. It don't matter who is the president.
That's right.
We don't get nothing out of this society.
Right.
We are cursed as a people.
Right.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example.